Hey, everybody, it is Thursday night. That means that we come on, we ask questions, we try to get answers. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. If you enjoy that sort of thing, then stick around. We'll be right back. It is I, Josh, your humble host, owner of the Haven Comics, the comic shop, the best comic shop to be found on our street, the whole street. We're expanding our bestness like mad these days. So welcome aboard. We're glad to see everybody on the show tonight. And if you are watching later, which I have found out we actually have some people who tag in and watch this after the fact, welcome to you. Thank you for watching tomorrow or whenever it is that you're watching in the future. So from the past, I hope the future is great. Speaking of great, I would like to introduce Mr. Jeremy Bernat, our co-host.
What?
How are you, sir?
What kind of lead-in is that? That's too much for me.
No, I think great is a perfectly appropriate adjective.
Okay, well, I'll take it. I'm great. You're great. Everybody's great. So how are you? How's life? Are you getting weird reverb?
Good. Pardon?
Are you getting weird reverb? I have a announcement. The prize cam is
reverb.
Awesome. The prize cam is out today. Even prize cams need a day off. So I just working out some kinks on that end.
You know, from what I understand, in Canada, they get a lot more vacation than we get down here.
They do.
That applies to the prize cam.
Men get maternity leave, paternity leave. They get it too.
Huh.
It's a great place.
That's fascinating. I mean, it's nice, I guess. I'm just trying to figure that one out.
Well, I mean, they also had a baby. They bond with it.
We're so used to not getting those kinds of things here that it's a total mystery. Like, wow, okay, where did that come from? Well, let's see. Who all do we have here with us tonight? Several folks watching, but only one has popped into the chat to say hello, and that is, of course, Alan Breedlove, the Breedlove Asylum. Yo, Joe, he starts it off the way that you should start off everything with the appropriate Yo, Joe. So, Yo, Joe, back to you. You guys want to see something cool that I just picked up this week?
I do.
I'm going to show you whether you want to see it or not, because I think it's and I know Alan's going to like it. Wow, I just grabbed too many things at once, and that almost ended very badly. Wow.
Michael gets it.
Oh, that's a not cool boss.
Yeah.
I would say that. That's not cool.
I hope that guy is watching because he sucks.
He posted a picture today of one of the aliens that he does the urban stuff on all these models and statues and stuff. And I swear, I saw the picture. I thought that it was just a still that he was posting from one of the movies. It was phenomenal. Wow. It was so cool. But Travis, we got with us. Hey, Travis, how are you, sir? And we have got Mr. Owen Anderson, the writer of the questions himself. If you guys think they're too easy or too hard or just right, he is the Goldilocks to address all of that for you. Now I'm going to show you the cool thing that I got this week because it makes me very happy. And big in me. I want to go big on this. There we go. It's the 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea record and book, and still got the record.
Wow.
And then
where's that from?
I got the Black Hole. Not a great movie. But also with the record. So those are awesome. And we will have these up at Haven if you still have a record player or turntable and you're desperate to relive 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea in that format.
That's pretty timely. We talked about the Black Hole for a long time last week.
Yes, it got more than its legal due there, I think. So this week, we have got a guest on. And, oh, wait, we have somebody who remembers these things. What did you think? I remember something similar, but they were tapes, not records, when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah, I think so. I call Papa Bear. Just.
I call Baby Bear. It's because I'm so smooth.
Yeah, I got a record of that. There's a lot you could say there, and we're just going to skip that. Uh, so our guest tonight is like you, great, but also awesome. Unlike
unlike me,
much better looking than we are. And I would like to introduce everybody to our guest, Grace.
It's Spider-Man.
Oh, what? Sorry.
That's the biggest.
Don't ignore that.
I thought you were an anime character for a minute because your head was enormous.
Nope. Just Grace. Hello.
Rocky
Grace,
was better there.
Typically,
times, so here I am for real.
Grace, typically I have softballs for our guests, like describe your essence in less than one consonant. But I have a real pointed question for you. Are you Spider Girl in our chat? Is that you?
I can't say. You'll never know.
The secret continues. Mystery.
It is a mystery. That's true. That's true.
One day we'll find out.
I know you have somebody else there with you. Is that person in the room?
My co-pilot.
Oh, there she is. That is Gypsy Danger, everybody. She likes to be snugged up like a burrito because apparently she's cold all the time.
I just thought it was a burrito.
No, she is Dachshund.
Not a burrito. Mike says, hey. And he likes your poster.
Oh, thank you.
So, Grace, fill us in. Who are you in a real sense, in an existential sense?
How many quirks make up your personality?
See, I'm a conscientious nerd that likes space. How about that?
So, like, personal space?
No, like outer space. I need more space than that.
She also likes her personal space, I think. Like, stay out of my...
Yeah, I've got the zone. Don't come here.
That's awesome. So what's your nerd cred? What kind of nerd stuff are you into?
Well, definitely comics, as you can see by my lovely Spider-Man sweater. I was inspired by Kay Lisa, my surrogate sister. Not really, but
she did have a cool sweater. I gotta give her props for
that.
that.
She did have a cool sweater. But yeah, my brother maybe watched all the X-Men and Spider-Man cartoons when I was a kid. And then my dad took me to Tom.
One of the best intro songs ever for the X-Men.
It's true.
Oh, yeah. That stuck in my head like 20 years later.
Yeah, still got 20 years later.
30 years later.
And,
wait, 25?
He's trying to do math. This is going to take us a minute.
Yeah, and break the internet.
So she was talking.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But yeah, so I liked superheroes, and then I didn't go to a comic book store until I was a teenager, and then the rest kind of just fell into a black hole.
What titles are you into?
Is a seamstress, so I got into cosplay pretty easily. So I've done more than a few cosplay costumes. Still working on a couple. So, but I'm into all kinds of genre. My dog's name is Gypsy Danger, after the movie Pacific Rim, for example. So I'm all about the nerd.
So, what titles are you into? And segue into cosplay. What characters do you cosplay?
I'm definitely a Marvel person. I don't have anything against DC. It's just there's more Marvel characters that I can relate to in DC. But nowadays, I just haven't picked up much DC.
You
Obviously,
could pull off a killer huntress.
The what?
You could pull off a killer huntress.
Yeah, I could totally do that. Well, my hair's getting way too long nowadays.
Yeah, your hair, my hair, I get you on that. Alan's hair is
Everybody's hair.
What's
this is the question that the fans really want to know about.
Oh, is that hard? So what, like 11, 12 movies?
Yeah, at least.
What's the G.I. Joe villain, Baroness?
The Baroness.
Yes, you could do Baroness.
You could totally pull off the Baroness. As a matter of fact, it's criminal that you haven't, and I am offended.
Fair enough.
You could throw on a black T-shirt and be casual Baroness.
It's perfect.
It's true. I've done X-23 Wolverine Laura Kinney. That was a lot of fun. So I 3D printed the claws, and they were telescoping, so I could actually swip. Not swim, sorry, snakes. Shame on me. Yeah.
That's freaking great. Now, well, then all you need is a sledgehammer and some pumpkins, right? Or watermelons.
Watermelon.
They were plastic. They weren't sharp or anything.
No one's throwing the shade. Wow.
Oh.
And we have Mr. Ryan Williams, Comics and Death Metal himself. How you doing, sir? Always glad to have you on. He's here to win those gift cards because he racks those things up. That's right. You would have to also have Jeremy's hat for your Gallagher look.
You coming after my hat now? Oh, you just for the Gallagher look. No, I thought he was adding that to his list of things he wanted to steal from us, like your G.I. Joe comic.
Yeah. He's always been after that comic. We'll see what happens. He just wants it because he knows it would hurt my soul.
Oh, man.
That's a true fan of Clive Barker, so I believe that about him. Speaking of Clive Barker, are you a horror person? Do you like horror, yes or no?
No, I'm not a horror person. I appreciate it, but I do not like jump scares. So things that are like suspenseful or thriller, yeah, sure, but slasher, no thank you.
Okay, so did you like Cabin in the Woods?
I actually did really enjoy Cabin in the Woods because it was making fun of it.
Right.
Cabin in the Woods was smart.
I love Cabin in the Woods. I thought it was great, but I'm not a horror movie person either.
Yeah. Although I do love
I
Evil
react
Dead.
violently to jump scares, and people have been known to get hurt.
Yeah. Evil Dead is my favorite horror series, I think. So.
Okay, so with that element of humor in it.
Yeah, exactly.
I got you. Very good. So, Grace used to live here in town, and she was a regular at Haven, and we miss her. But she has moved across the country now. She's going to fall off of the ocean into the ocean one day. But the internet is miraculous because you can do so many good things with it instead of just the terrible things. And one of those things is we can have Grace on our show. So that's pretty awesome. I think. What do you say, Jeremy? Should we get started and kick in and ask her some questions and see if she is as quick on the draw when she's under pressure as she is when she's just like boom, 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 boom on the keyboard?
Do you think she wants to play the... I get really jazzed up by that music.
I do too. I kind of dig it. But before we go any further, I have to 100% agree with Michael Floyd. Yes, real horror sticks with you, and later you're like, ugh.
True.
So, I want to, before we start, I think it's time to talk about this episode is in honor of Josh. If you take it from there, I think we've got a lot of cool stuff we're going to give away. But yeah, this is in memorandum.
Yeah, Christine May is she's contributed several prizes to the show, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle face masks. She had made those. I think we still have a couple of them as prizes to give away. The little theoretically hand sanitizer holsters, although you could put
vodka bottles.
She's made those. Well, she's made a special prize tonight for the audience, for someone in the audience. That is awesome, and it's for her grandfather, who was a big fan of Spider-Man, and so this was to honor him. So she wanted to do that, and that was her way of doing it. So we wanted to add to that and give away some more Spider-Man themed prizes. So we have a Spider-Man heavy night tonight. Hope you guys appreciate that, and. Thank you, Christine. Thanks to your grandfather. And that was perfect. You've got the sweater. It's all good. So
I'm going to show it off real quick.
Yeah.
And big in it. That's what we're talking about. She made that.
It's an insulated lunchbox, so it will keep your food cool.
How cool is that?
And it's really cool. And when you look at it up close, the craftsmanship, the stitching, all that stuff, it is really, really nice. Very cool. Oh yeah, since we are always negligent in our duties, remember to subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that stuff. And I don't know what it all's supposed to be. You clearly do, Grace. You've watched more YouTube than I have.
I don't know, just click all the things.
It's literally everything. Oh,
Grace knows how to nerd out.
I gotta rep the cred, nerd cred.
Now, I'm not seeing Schnell here in the comments. Did you tell him you were coming on, or are you just like, shh?
I told him, but whatever. You can watch this later.
so for question 1, Grace is going to be playing for the ubiquitous Haven comic stickers and Christine's whatever you want holder. So
Do you have a
beautiful little
stabby
pouch.
thing, or is it just stickers?
We're out of stabby things for right now. I'm going to get
No,
more
we got
stabby
plenty
things.
of stuff. Let's get some more stabby things.
But what are you going to hide in there? We don't know. It's a secret. Ensure secret. So
There we go, from Christine.
Oh.
Thank you, Christine, and that's awesome. I'm glad that that's something he would appreciate.
Spider-Man touches people's hearts, and I understand why he's the favorite. And then for the audience, we're going to be playing for this black suit Spider-Man drawing. Just a Sharpie drawing I did, 20-minute sketch, but it's rad. I love it, and it can be yours. So with that in mind, with those prizes in mind, in Lord of the Rings, who tries to destroy the ring at the Council of Elrond? Am I saying that right? I've never seen this movie either.
God, you're killing me. Have you read the books?
No.
Of course not.
Oh gosh. I do not know Lord of the Rings. That's not one of my fandoms. I saw the movie like 20 years ago. But
It sneaks up on you. That's what I was talking about earlier. I'm sorry I cut you off, but
Okay.
I just caught me off guard how old I am. Those things are the time.
I mean, I was not old when it came out, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's not trying to sneak up.
Well, do you know the members of the Fellowship?
Most of them. But trying to remember their
There's
names.
9 members of the Fellowship, so you've got a 1 in 9 chance if you know who they are.
True. I know like 5 of them off the top of my head.
Well, go through who they are, and if you think one of those is the one.
Frodo, Sam, Gimli, Aragorn. I don't know. I'll just pick the dwarf. Why not?
What's the dwarf's name?
Gimli?
Ah, you won.
What?
Yeah, it is Gimli, right? I mean, somebody confirm because I don't
He
know.
tries to finish it with his axe.
That's
So-
hilarious.
On the table, and he just tries to smash it with his axe.
You won the stickers and the pouch, and then our first right answer in the comments was Travis. So, in honor of Christine's grandfather, you win this Black Suit Spider-Man sketch.
Accidentally correct. That's kind of correct.
Sometimes guessing. If you guess, you at least have a shot. If you just pass, there's no shot.
Right? You
That's
have
what kills me.
100%
Yeah.
Wrong. Don't answer.
You're wrong anyway if you pass.
Exactly.
All right, so for question 2, we're going to play for this beautiful Black Cat variant right here. I don't know if you guys can see that well.
We have
But,
been big into that. We need to.
slap me up there in the in Bigatron.
Oh, wrong and big. There we go.
Ah!
And big and whiplash. There we go.
This is a
Tilt it
beautiful
down a
cover.
little bit. That's really reflective.
Ooh,
That's a cool Black Cat variant there.
that is nice.
Hey, throw the not the prize cam up. That's too much JB on the screen, but that's a really good.
There you go. That's good.
Yeah,
That's cool.
it's a beautiful cover. So-
Wow, how did she do that?
So acrobatic.
But that's what we're playing for.
Rock on.
Throw me off there.
All
right, Josh.
Up to the seat of power. So, for question number 2, to see if you can earn that gorgeous black cat cover, what forgotten Golden Age Marvel character did Ultron use to originally create the Vision?
Oh gosh. Is it Human Torch? No, it was an android. It's red. That's Golden Age. I don't know. I'm gonna go with Human Torch. Yeah, I can't think of anything better.
You are correct.
What?
That's amazing. Yeah. Congratulations.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, it was the Golden Age Human Torch.
Oh my gosh.
And he even had a little sidekick who was a mutant named Toro. So technically, even though it was retconned, the first mutant was Namor, but Toro was the second mutant.
Huh. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Where's Apocalypse fit in all that?
He would have come chronologically before everybody else since he's ancient Egyptian. But since nobody knew he existed until well after the 40s and 50s and 60s and 70s and 80s, or into the 80s, then we count him later.
I want to talk about this question. Huh?
It's like counting a planet, like Pluto is number 9, and if it's back to being a planet, which I think it is, but I don't remember. Like it depends on whether it's number 9 or number 1, depending on which end you start with, right?
Pluto's number 1 in my heart. That's all that matters.
If Pluto's a planet, then there are like 15 other planets we never count. Because there are other planets that are planetoids that are the same size, right? Man, so this blew my mind. So like we've got the My Very Eager Mother like set, right? But then we also have a bunch of them in there, right? Am I making that up? There are space people in here. Grace, you're a space person.
I'm a space
There's a bunch
person.
of other ones.
Yeah, but I don't know if they go to between or if they're further out like where Pluto is. So it might just be a much more tacked on the end.
I need to learn more about that.
Covered Pluto because they couldn't really see it very clearly, but they said mathematically it should be there because of the way the gravity works, and the way that the planets are all moving around. And they said it should be there, so they knew where to look for it, and that's how they found it.
I always forget what
Christine
came first.
weighs in.
We got this too, right? Sirius is in between Jupiter and Mars.
Thank you, space people, for correcting my spaceness.
I'm the dumbest person in any given room. That's why I just asked the question. But this is what I thought. There are a bunch of dwarf planets floating around.
Dwarf planets. That's where Gimli comes from.
Hey, I want to talk about that question real quick because this is what I would have chose because, like I said, dumbest person in any given room. So Ultron, super bright, super brilliant thing, like smartest robot, whatever, comics. He pulls out Human Torch from the Golden Age instead of just another Ultron model.
I honestly forgot what
there wasn't another Ultron model.
No, I mean, he could have made one, right? He made a whole bunch of Ultrons.
Made out of vibranium and titanium and adamantium.
But aren't there like 800 Ultron droids
that are hanging around?
Yeah. I guess he could have been firmware updated. What do I know?
Sorry about that.
All right, so question 3.
What are we playing for?
On question 3, it's kind of become a thing now. We're playing for my comic book, Brief But Unsettling Home Videos. The prize cam is always hesitant to open this because there may or may not be a page or two that you wouldn't show on the internet. But it's rad. There's
the internet
some
is
cool
full of things on the internet that you should.
Right. It's got 3 different artists. They all do their own thing. There's a bunch of stories that I wrote. Some are a little more cute. Some of them are a little more crazy. Spoiler alert, I'm probably going to make a second one. Probably. Working on 2 projects right now. I'll talk more about that in a minute. But if you want to follow along with my art and the projects that I am making, I just started an Instagram. I'm going to drop that in the comments here. If you want to follow along, it's Jeremy Bernat Art, and keep up with some of the artwork that I'm doing, drop that in the comics if you want to check, or comments if you want to check it out. Okay, so question 3. And then if you're playing along in the audience, you have the opportunity to win this slick Prowler drawing.
Oh, nice.
In honor of
Prowler does
Christine's
not get enough
grandfather.
love. I'm going to say that.
He does not. Thankfully, the movie brought some love to him.
Right. He's great. It's the music from the movie that make me remember him constantly. No, Mike, I got more to give away.
I look forward to getting my
his garage.
Okay. So, question 3. What is, I'm going to say this wrong, Cholorophobia, the fear of? What is cholorophobia? I'm going to look up how to say that.
Cholorophobia? CHOLO?
If you know how to say it, you might know what it is.
I'm thinking chlorophyll, which is stuff in plants.
That's because you didn't pronounce it right. It's COUL.
Phobia.
RO. Phobia.
Yeah.
More like coulrophobia or calrophobia.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got a long O.
Okay. Well, it's not a W.
Few people are saying this, and I'll hint you that is not correct.
Yeah, after you said it wasn't an H in there, that made me think not coming. Is it fear of being burned, like Kulon? Like.
Final answer?
Yeah, that's all I can think of.
That is unfortunately wrong. It is where we had
Hang on, I like this answer better.
That's pretty good.
That might be better than the real answer. I don't know.
The real answer is clowns.
Okay.
So, Ryan, you won both. You won my drawing.
I'm just going to say he answered that really, really fast, which kind of makes me think that he has that.
He either has it or is a clown.
Oh, he could be a clown. Although he's got a really amazing beard, and I don't know that I've ever seen a clown with a beard, so maybe he's unique.
Yeah.
He's
Ryan,
goes by the alias the bearded clown.
Ryan, I actually have one of my comics sitting here for you that we didn't have you pick up. So we need an email for these guys to touch base with us because, Ryan, I want you to have that, and then you can just start a collection. You can just have as many of my comic books as you can hold in your garage. Just transfer them.
Just deliver them by the pallet. Yeah, message us your email or something on the Facebook, on the Haven's Facebook, if you would, Ryan, and we'll hook up with you.
Wait, my steak's over.
Look, he wants it too, so that's good.
Right on. Yeah, talk to us on Facebook. I'll get you everything I have coming for you.
Awesome. So how are you feeling so far, Gracie? You're handling us like a champ.
Doing great.
Now that I got one wrong,
I have to ask, secretly, is Gypsy Danger helping you?
No, but she's doing some cute little snores in the corner here.
That's our girl.
Is that your stuffed animal?
Oh, you see the Naga here? Yeah, there's a.
Is that your stuffed animal or Gypsy Danger's stuffed
She
animal?
doesn't play with toys. She's like, whatever, just give me a blanket. That's all I need in life.
That's true. She used to bring Gypsy up to the store, and Gypsy would be like, yeah, I'm just going to hang out here. And if you didn't know there was a dog inside that blanket, you would not have known there was a dog there.
That's a common game in this house is guess which pile of blanket contains dog, because I have like a dozen of them all over the place. So.
Oh, what a great dog. She's a great dog. All right, so what are we playing for prize number 4 here, Jeremy?
For prize number 4, we are playing for this Iron Man variant. We have tried to give this away before.
We're going to go to the not prize camp so people can see you.
Yes, sir. So, throw me up there.
Iron Man 2020.
Ah!
No, what? We'll get there eventually.
I missed the prize cam. All right, throw up, not the prize cam. Yes.
We all missed the prize camp.
All right. So, Iron Man 2020. This is a slick cover. And then you have the opportunity also to win. Throw me off of this, and I'll show the other one off. Right on.
Ooh, nice to think that.
Technical difficulties with the prize cam. I got a bunch of stuff here. Why don't we also play for this Spider-Man pencil? What? Okay, here. There we go.
Ooh, that's awesome.
Watercolor, Sharpie, just total mixed media. So the audience has the opportunity to play for this, and Grace, you were playing for the Iron Man variant cover.
Oh man,
that's cool. I dig it.
That's the audience now.
We've got Grace and Big End. I like this because she's on the spot.
Yes,
All right, so for that Iron Man 2020 book, which is written by Larry Hama, who is the writer of G.I. Joe, which has nothing whatsoever to do with this question. On the Venture Brothers, what are the first names of Dr. Rusty Venture's two sons?
I've never in my life watched a single episode of Venture Brothers.
That makes two of us. I also have not.
Okay. Trying to think if I should go for a stupid answer or just an off the wall guess. I don't know.
I will say it's two pretty plain Jane normal names.
Okay. I'm just going to call out my favorite sci-fi janitors and use their names because I have no idea. And go Bob and Carl.
Hang on, let's talk about the fact that you have favorite sci-fi janitors.
They used to frequent Dragon Con.
Wait, what? I thought they were fictional.
They're puppets that would make commercials for Dragon Con.
Okay, because I'm like, she just said my favorite sci-fi janitors, and we were just going to let that pass. Like everybody has favorite sci-fi janitors, and that was really throwing me. So you said Bob and Carl?
Yeah.
We don't have a right answer in the comments either.
That is incorrect. We got a pretty darn close to right answer in the comments, and it's an answer that might actually be correct because one of the names is a derivative of that or a substitute for that.
I didn't think about that, but that's a solid workaround here. It's Hank and Dean and Henry Hank McCoy. Yeah, you're right. So Venture Brothers is a parody of Johnny Quest and Scooby-Doo and the Hardy Boys with many other pop culture parodies. Hank and Dean are idiots and always stumble into trouble. But Hank and Dean sound like they would be badasses. Hank is a badass name.
Dean, I have a hard time seeing that as like I'm going to do the thing. But isn't Dean also one of the brothers on Supernatural?
Yeah, Winchester Brothers. It's Dean and I'm looking on the other brother's name now.
So, Peter, you won the Spider-Man drawing, and you won the Iron Man variant cover.
Good job, Peter.
So, is it now the time that I think it is?
If you think it is...
Is it time?
That is exactly what time it is. It's time for the audience to win.
That's the best. I love it.
It is. It is the best. It's time for the audience to win 25 Haven Comics dollars. $25 to the best comic book shop on Slaughter Road.
I feel like we should have a different name for that because, like, dollars and bucks, that's so. Everybody has something like that. What currency should we adopt? Like the Haven marks, francs. That's not us.
Yeah, weirdly German.
We're on Slaughter Road, so we could just call them the Slaughters, but people might think that was a verb.
Yeah.
Coming out of the cover. Oh well.
Our currency, the murder kills. All right, guys. This one.
Gotta have that paper money.
Haven paper money, guys. This comic here, this question, coming back from the dead. I told you I was gonna throw it up in one of our future episodes. Superstar Canadian author Margaret Atwood has written 17 novels, including The Handmaid's Tale and Alias Grace. What was her first comic book?
Not you. You can't answer, Grace.
I'm not saying a word. I don't think I even know the right answer anyway.
Haven Start. Havenites. I'm liking the suggestions. These are good.
This is my favorite.
Havenites. Better than pork rinds because you're on Slaughtered Road.
I got no sympathy if no one gets this because I said it 2 episodes ago when we were talking about Canadian superstar author Margaret Atwood.
Oh, I do know the answer then.
The pride of Canada.
So, anybody doesn't know the name? We might have to retire this question. Nobody ever get it. Oh, Peter Lewis has the internet. He found it.
Peter, did you Google it? You tell the truth. You can have the $25 either way. But yeah, Angel Catbird is her first comic book. It's insane. But insanity breeds creativity, breeds a whole lot of fun. So I'm a big fan of Canadian superstar author Margaret Atwood.
Do we have to call her that all the time? Is that like whatever that movie was that was called Precious and you had to say the author's name in front of it every time?
Yeah, it's in my contract. When I left Canada.
When I left Canada. I have
they made me sign it.
Author.
Yeah. All right, so this $25 gift certificate goes to Peter Lewis.
Although I do like Mike Weslotsky's answer. I would read that book. That's probably about murdering some old person in Florida.
Oh.
I love that that's what you would read.
This is great. That was something that came up a long time ago, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the original Green Lantern.
That's great.
I'm glad that you liked it. That's something I would read. I feel better about it.
Peter, I'm proud of you for being honest and admitting that you Googled that.
Oh, I knew the answer too. Darn it.
That's great that you knew the answer. Did you know it because of the show, or did you know it because you are a fan of Canadian superstar author Margaret
I knew it
Atwood?
because you said it 2 weeks ago.
Okay, great. Well, I'm going to take a point there because somebody heard me.
That's true. And it wasn't just about the fact that you don't ever watch movies.
And because I couldn't remember her last name, so I just threw out the wrong last name. During that time. Anyway. I don't ruin two shows. So.
Oh, that's fantastic. So we've got a nice diverse prize pack going out. What is our next prize, Jeremy?
So our next prize, if you want to cut
I will
to...
cue up the not prize cam.
I think I want to go ahead and give away this sketch cover that I did of Nightcrawler. It is uncolored, but I love it. I think it's awesome. It's one of my favorite things I've drawn in a long time. Say again? Was that a compliment that I missed?
I like it. It's very simple and clean, but I dig it.
While I've got the prize cam open, because I'm not good with it, I'm going to go ahead and do the thing here and show off. This is one of our next prizes by my friend and local artist Tom Price. Look at that!
Awesome,
right? Doesn't that hurt your soul just to look at because it's so cool?
Yeah, that makes me very happy.
So he did this.
That looks legit.
Right? He did that as a he was so stoked about the trailer. And then I'm gonna come over here to another super cool thing we're giving away tonight. Josh, tell him about that.
Well, that appears to be Catwoman number 66, signed by Adam Hughes.
Ooh.
Right.
Yeah.
Get rid of that glare. That's
Sure
beautiful.
does.
He's got the best signature in the business.
Yeah.
He does. It's so easy, and it's an exclamation, and he adds the exclamation points. He says, I signed a book.
Right.
Surprise.
Okay, and then audience, if you're feeling stoked, I'm going to throw in this this Venom drawing that I did. It's maybe not my absolute favorite thing that I've done, but he's looking pretty creepy. He's got a smile going on.
That looks like a companion piece to the Spider-Man one you showed off earlier.
This guy?
Yes.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
I did a whole portrait series. I was gearing up for the expo, and I was just just cranking them out, doing as
I
many.
like the looking
portraits
from over his shoulder, like brains.
Yeah, somebody just said, "Excuse me," and he's like, "Yes."
Speaking of which, I last week said that I could draw a good enough Venom in 20 seconds. So
You did say that.
And then I said I don't have my stuff, and then I grabbed a whiteboard marker. So and then I did it just because my brain is insane. But I'm going to do it either now or next question. So you guys tell me. 20 seconds.
What do you think, Grace?
Go for it.
Okay.
All right, we're going to jump off camera and let you do it.
Okay, somebody's got to count, though. So can I still hear your audio?
Yeah.
Oh, great. Perfect. All right. Start it. I'm going to say now, and you start, okay? 3,
Ready.
2, 1, now. All right, you got to count down so I can hear it.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Stop.
It was not quite as good as I thought it would be. But that's what happens in 20 seconds with a character that I draw all the time. Anyway, challenge failed. But
I like that you just tossed it straight into the trash.
That's the thing about those creators, though. You give them like 2 or 3 minutes. They've done that character so many times. It's like a muscle memory thing.
I went to Cheeks Galloway and I got a quick sketch of the Spectacular Spider-Man TV show Peter Parker. It's pretty good. So.
How great is that?
I know, he whipped that thing out in like 30 seconds because he shot it in the middle of the time.
Right.
That's fantastic. That's one of the reasons I do always enjoy asking artists at conventions to do something unusual for them. Because they're like, oh, crap, I have to think about this.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Although, I went to go to Declan and Shelby. I never pronounced his last name right. And the guy with Saga came out and they were impinging on his table because they were in the booth next to him. And he was so mad. I'm like, I don't care about Saga. I'm here to see you. And he's like, you get a free sketch for that.
Well, let's see how you do with this question, Grace. As a Spider-Man fan, this one's for you. In the Spider-Man comics, who was the first person to know Spidey's secret identity? It's tricky.
Oh gosh. Because I mean, is it the first person to say they've known, or there's like, oh, I've always known, kind of thing? Because it could be
the first one revealed in the comics.
Okay.
Who knows his secret identity?
Oh no, I should know this.
I wouldn't have got this.
Honestly, I wouldn't have gotten this either. This one's tricky.
It makes sense.
Goblin? Because I know Green Goblin figured it out, and that was pretty early on. But Ant-Man is always like, oh, I always knew. But you said it's tricky, so I can't go for the obvious answer.
Correct.
Man, I can't decide. I'm trying to think if there's even a more ridiculous answer I could pick.
Owen is helping you by telling you that Green Goblin knew his identity in issue number 39. But that implies that somebody before that
knew sooner. Yeah.
I love the thought process.
I know it's not it, but I can't pick something else.
Well, just go through. I mean, who else has he got? Talk it out.
Well, Gwen Stacy wouldn't know that quickly.
She wasn't introduced until number 31.
Yeah. And then Uncle Ben is dead, obviously, so that wouldn't work. And then Flash wouldn't know, or any of his other friends. Betty, Jonah, no. Who is it, Gypsy? Can you tell me?
Go through the unlikely people. Gypsy, what do you think?
She just looked up. I mean, we would have to go villains if it's unlikely people. But first villain was Vulture. You wouldn't know. I think they're one of the early ones. But Harry? No, he was later. Oh, gosh. There's too many options. I can't narrow it down.
You can. I know you can.
Would it be Chameleon? No, maybe no. I don't know. I know I'm gonna know.
Give us an answer as your final answer. You at least have a shot.
I'm gonna know as soon as you tell me. I'm gonna be so mad at myself, but I'm gonna go with Chameleon.
It is in fact not Chameleon. It is Dr. Octopus.
Okay.
He removed Spidey's mask in public and to the public, but nobody believed that he was Peter Parker because Peter had the flu and had temporarily lost his powers.
What issue was that?
Before number 39. That's all I know.
I wouldn't have gotten it then.
Doc Ock had at least one appearance in there, and I think he had 2 or 3. So Doc Ock was always the weird one, too, because he ended up marrying Aunt May.
Yeah. That I knew.
Doc Ock's whole thing has always been, and then he impersonates Spider-Man, and then he becomes, a hero in reality because he spends so much time with Spider-Man. Like, he's got a whole thing going on.
He's got a whole thing going on.
Yeah.
Thank you, Owen.
Okay, so I was finishing that Venom drawing while you guys were talking. So who won?
Well, she won.
She won Doc Ock, but who won the? Oh,
the first answer I see that's Doc Ock is Mike Wasielowski, I think. So let me check. Yeah, Mike.
Mike, that means you won that Nightcrawler drawing and the Venom drawing.
Sorry, I got
wrong. She was dancing with me there. We were both just going, and Jeremy is like.
It's all good.
Hey, Christine, you said you like this. This is for you because you're awesome. You give us cool stuff all the time. So I'm psyched that you liked a thing, and so you can have this.
So, totally unrelated to anything we've discussed so far, but legit question. Did everyone see that all 5 seasons of the original Muppet Show are coming to Disney Plus in mid-February? And how happy does that make everyone?
That's pretty cool.
I dig it.
Disney Plus is getting a really intense spread of movies and properties that are coming to it because they bought Fox. So all of a sudden you're going to have, like my daughter was watching The Isle of Dogs. I would never have expected to see that on Disney Plus. It's awesome.
Yeah, they just popped up, hey, you can watch X-Men and Wolverine now. And I'm like, wait, it's Disney Plus, right?
Down at Fraggle Rock. Down at Fraggle Rock. How cool is that? All right, so what's our next prize, Jeremy?
So our next prize, we are on question 7. We are going to play for this Batman's Grave comic that we just talked about ad nauseum. Super slick. Can't do better than this. Got to admit, it hurts my heart to pass it on. But that's what we do with things we love. We let them go. Pressure. So Tom Price, again, can't shout him out enough. He's great. He's a great artist. And anybody who wants to have something commissioned, he's very reasonable. Mike, I know, has had things commissioned by him. So, Mike, if you want to give him a quick plug in the comments. Man, I'm so glad I got this question, too. I'm so glad I got this. Okay. All right. So, for the Batman's Grave, what planet has the most moons?
What planet has the most moons? Oh, gosh. I should know this. It's going to be either Saturn or Jupiter, and they've gone back and forth because they keep finding more.
Well, I hear you love space.
I do love space.
Do you love
but I'm
moons?
trying to remember if it's Saturn or Jupiter that's winning right now. We're talking planets in the solar system, right? I have to assume.
Yes, yes. We've not branched out.
We've not branched out. Because they both have like 30-something. They're both ridiculous number of moons. I'm going to go with Jupiter. I think Jupiter's winning.
Final answer.
Oh, Saturn.
Do we stick with Jupiter?
After that sigh, I think you have to.
Josh, you're the arbiter. All right. Where are we?
You're kind of like all over that.
I like Saturn more because I like the pretty rings. So it can't be the one I like more.
That means it's Travis. Travis won. All right, Travis.
Saturn.
Now, to walk away with the prize, you have to name them all. Travis will wait.
Or at least 5.
All right, Travis, you won the Batman's Grave. Quick shout out. This is a rare self plug for me, in my separate business here. Travis is my client, and we just got under contract. So,
nice.
Great, fun little side note.
That's awesome.
And I want to throw this up here too, because I know Mike has commissioned Tom. He's awesome, great to work with, top recommendation. I agree. Hey, Travis, new one. That's great. I'm going to assume it's right. What do I know? All right, so.
I can't believe the space person got the space question wrong.
We used to have a board game that we bought at the Space and Rocket Center back in the mid-'80s called Solar Quest, and it was kind of like Monopoly, except you go around the solar system and you would land on a planet, and you could buy that planet or the moons of the planet, like Jupiter. You couldn't buy Jupiter, but you went around it. But you had to have fuel, or you would get stuck on a planet. And if you're stuck on a planet somebody else's own, you got to pay the rent over and over and over until you go bankrupt, kind of stuff. It was awesome. And sadly, they couldn't keep up with the number of moons that just keep popping up around Jupiter and Saturn in particular. But I have something. Somebody brought up in the comments over here. They started asking about Vision and the Scarlet Witch, and what did we think of WandaVision? I thought WandaVision was brilliant. I think when the mystery unravels and you can start to see more of the threads of what's happening, it's going to hook a lot of people who right now are going, this is just super weird, don't like it, when are we going to get to the plot? I think the patience is going to bear out, and I would highly recommend be patient and stick with it. It's going to be good. And we just got this. I got a couple of these. I'm going to embiggen myself here. I got a couple of these we're going to be bringing to the shop probably on Saturday. So if you're looking to pick up some good old Vision and Scarlet Witch stuff, we'll have that. Now, on the subject of things that we have that I don't understand, I'm thinking maybe I could use some help here with this one. This is issue number 95 of this book. So a lot of issues for this book. This is America's Funniest Comic Mag, The Adventures of Jerry Lewis.
Yeah.
And I picked this up just because it's so weird and so wrong. I'm going to take it out of the bag so you can read what it says here, because what in the ever-loving heck? Look at his shirt. Look at that dude's shirt.
Oh, boy.
And he straight up looks like a Nazi. Is that what they're going for?
Yeah.
Oh, does he have a Nazi armband?
At Camp Whack-A-Boy.
Wow.
So that's a CW, I think. Maybe that's what the CW stands for, and that's been a secret thing with DC all along. All their TV shows go to the CW. Maybe that stands for that. But yeah, that's some seriously weird stuff, and it made me laugh. So I just thought, it was super dirt cheap. So why not give it a whirl and see if somebody else wanted a good laugh?
That's awesome.
Hey,
So random.
Christine and I went through a little bit of a detective story while you're showing that off. It turns out NASA says Mercury has 0, Venus has 0 moons, Earth has the 1, we all know. Mars has 2, Jupiter has 79, 53 confirmed, 26 provisional. Saturn has 62, 53 confirmed, 9 provisional. Uranus has 27, Neptune has 14, which means Grace was right.
Oh.
I feel awful here because I don't want to take it away from Travis, but it's not something we can replicate. So, Grace, according to NASA, you're the winner here.
Travis can keep the Batman. You can make me. I'll take a schedule for that. I don't know.
Okay. All right. That's very gracious of you.
Well, it's in her name.
Right there.
She can't help but be gracious.
I'm bad with making off screen.
And correct, Owen. Yes. Not quite as bad as that.
There.
There's. So, what is our next prize, Jeremy?
Why don't we play for Supreme Power, Powers and Principles? Josh, tell me about this book.
I am going to put you on the not prize cam.
That's my ceiling fan.
I want to win the ceiling fan. Just kidding.
Ceiling fans are hard to come by right now because of the coronavirus. Their source is they're just not being produced as many as are needed. Supreme Power, Powers and Principles. This is a book written by J. Michael Straczynski.
Yeah.
It's from the writer of Thor. So I hear about this all the time, but I've never actually read it. So, Josh, that's why I am deferring to you.
Well, Squadron Supreme was always a ripoff of the Justice League at DC. Marvel never really tried to hide it, but that's what they were. And they're like a dark kind of version of the Superman, Flash, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, all this stuff, right? Well, they have been a mostly dormant property at Marvel for the longest time. But J. Michael Straczynski came in and said, hey, I got a good idea for this. Let me have at it. And they said, absolutely, go for it. And that was my favorite work that he did at Marvel was Supreme Power. He did a great job with it. So that's a really good story.
Awesome. And now you too.
He ruined Spider-Man. He absolutely did stuff to Spider-Man that was wrong. Despise what he did with Spider-Man. But Supreme Power, that was good. And Owen agrees with me, so that makes me double right, and I approve of that.
I'm flipping through this. This has some MA content. I gotta read it now. I'm intrigued. Okay, and I'm running low on the Spider-Man drawings. This one, just straight up slick.
Ooh, I like that one.
I did a bunch of portraits. I draw Spider-Man so often. Not 20 seconds. I'm not going to say 20 seconds again, but I just know it in my soul. So that's what you're playing for in the audience. If Grace gets the question right, then you get the Spider-Man. And if you get the question right, you get both.
Hang on. I have to address this. We may be talking about different things here, Owen, but here's the thing that really bothered me about what he did to Spider-Man, okay? Spider-Man puts himself into a cocoon under the docks. Spider-Man goes to the hospital. First of all, the whole wasps and spiders thing, like a giant spiritual battle that's been going on forever, that's not Spider-Man. Get that out of my Spider-Man. But then he's in the hospital, and he's fighting Morlun, the villain he created for the Wasp people. He's fighting him. He pins him to the ground with giant sticks that pop out of his wrists. When did that become a thing? And then he eats his soul. Spider-Man eats his soul. That is not Spider-Man. None of that is Spider-Man. That is all wrong. 100% wrong.
Hint of animosity.
No arm sticks. No soul eating.
Yeah.
No. That is not Spider-Man.
You lost me at soul eating.
Yeah, I agree.
It was wrong. It was wrong. It was wrong. And now Owen is like, okay, nerd rant just happened.
That's the other storyline? I'm forgetting now. Yeah.
The whole one more day business.
Oh, let me go there.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was the question?
Yeah. So,
I'm
like, I'm glad I found this.
sorry. Grace, thanks for bringing us back. Oh, man. Okay, Josh, I think this one is yours.
It is. Darn it. So in Blade Runner, what is the lifespan of a replicant?
Oh, no. I see Blade Runner. I almost slept through Blade Runner. I was...
The original Blade Runner?
It's a long movie, man. I was old enough to appreciate it when I saw it, I guess. Anyway. But, I don't think it's very long. Because this is the whole storyline. One that wanted to keep living was like the bad guy's whole thing. I don't remember anything. So I'll just pick a number because I got nothing. What do you think? You're useless. You know that?
Don't talk that way to her.
I don't know. 10 years?
That is a worthy guess. Is that your final answer?
No. 7 years.
Also a worthy guess?
Okay,
in the comments, we've got the same. Those are wrong. We've got 10. We've got 7. Mike says 49, which, is a pretty reasonable lifespan. Christine says 5.
It can't be that cheap to make, so you would think a longer lifespan would be better. But yeah, the whole deal is a short lifespan.
But it's 4 years because they don't want them taken over.
Right.
That movie, love it. It's one of the 10 movies I've seen. That one and the new one, they're great. I think the new one is perfect, in my opinion. Perfect. But shout out to Peter. You won the Supreme Power and Spider-Man sketch.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Peter's
I
having
had
this
to the beginning. Has died real fast.
What'd you say?
I was doing real good at the start. I have done real bad ever since.
Well, there's always time. You can pick back
one
up.
of your answers, so that's
I did get
Jeremy
robbed
did
of
it.
that.
Jeremy robbed you of one of your answers.
You did.
Which one?
Batman. Jupiter.
Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, that was my fault. That wasn't Owen's fault at all. Owen had nothing to do with that.
That's okay. That means I get to rail on you in the comments for the rest of the time. That's my prize.
It's what I deserve. I'm not the hero. I'm not the hero you want. I'm the hero you need right now to rail on me forever. Okay, so cool. 9. We are playing for Smash Up, the expansion. We've been giving away some great games. This is an expansion. Josh, you can play with just the expansion, right?
You can. It doesn't have quite the replayability because the number of smash ups that you can have are limited because each expansion only has 4 in it.
Mm-hmm.
4 factions, and you create a smash up by mixing 2 factions like killer plants and ninjas. A remarkably good smash up, by the way. They play very well off of each other. Some of them play well off each other, some of them don't. But yeah, that's a fun one. Great game, and you can play the game with just the expansions, but it's clearly more fun if you have more expansions and the base set.
Yeah.
Which expansion
For
was
sure.
that?
This is the
That's
science
70.
fiction double feature.
Oh, nice.
Cool. That's a good one.
So you just throw everything together in a pot and see what sticks. You just play with, different things from different realities. That sounds cool to me.
So which ones are in that one? It should say on there.
This one is going to have.
It'll say on the back.
Time travelers, cyborg apes. I'm looking for other things here.
There'll be 4, so that's 2.
Super spies and shapeshifters.
Yep, there you go.
You had me at cyborg apes, so I'm in. Cyborg
The
apes is all
cyborg
it
apes
takes
are
for me.
pretty awesome. They're actually one of the more powerful ones in the game.
You know a lot about Smash Up Cyborg Apes, and I respect that.
Yeah, I will say that the bear cavalry is incredible, as are the cybernetic dinosaurs. Don't ever let anybody be the dinosaurs and the bear cavalry smashed up together, because that's unstoppable. He's got a cybernetic dinosaur right there.
Oh, that's amazing.
It's not actually cybernetic dinosaur, but it looks like it is.
Yeah. Who would have thought cybernetic dinosaurs were intense? Me.
Yeah,
That's insane.
I would love one. So what's our question this time, man? And
well, we also have.
I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to 100% posit Grace is definitely getting this one right.
That's awesome. I believe in her.
Pressure.
Real quick, too, the audience, you're playing for this extra drawing I've got here of Spider-Gwen. I like this. I'm really
Looks
into
like
it.
Spider-Gwen doing ballet. That's awesome.
Well, she's she flips around with the grace of a classically trained ballet dancer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is she falling? Is she swinging? What do I know? But it's slick, and you have the
It
opportunity
depends on which
to
way
win
you
it, too.
turn it, right?
Yeah, the best part is there's no right way after that drawing.
It's got the cityscape there.
Oh, never mind.
So she's
Well,
swinging.
thanks for including that detail. Now you've ruined it.
Man, it's my
Maybe
gift.
it's a reflection in the pool.
Okay,
Oh,
question 9. Audience, stay on your toes. Grace, I know you got this. What wildly popular puzzle had a 1981 best-selling guide to solving it, written by a 12-year-old master? The puzzle made its worldwide debut the year before.
Was it the Rubik's Cube?
Absolutely. Congratulations. It is the Rubik's Cube.
I told you, guaranteed she was going to get it.
And she got it before an audience member could give an answer, too. So I think that means that you get the Spider-Girl drawing.
Woohoo! Awesome.
That's for you.
Spider-Gwen!
I had a Gwen. Goes great
We've
with
got an
this.
answer coming from Jason Edmonds. Don't know that I've seen you on before, so welcome and rock on. If I am wrong about that, that's Jeremy's fault.
Huh?
I'm just blaming you if I happen to be wrong about something.
That sounds like that's a pretty good
We're
plan.
not married, but your wife said I could do that. She's like, just blame him. It's okay.
Okay. So,
So this would normally be our last question,
mhm.
but we do have a bonus Spider-Man question tonight for the audience to give away that awesome prize that Christine made. So stick around. Hang on a few more minutes because it's going to be rad. What do we have for question number 10?
So for question number 10, we've got this beautiful. Throw me up on the. We've got this beautiful signed copy of Catwoman number 66.
Autograph.
Yes, he's one of my favorites. Absolutely one of my favorites. I believe that it's him, but I also want to point out, damn, I could have a lot of Adam Hughes signatures by tomorrow. I could have every single one of my comics Adam Hughes signatured by tomorrow. But I believe it's him. There's something about it. A lot of energy. He's great. I mean, he's like a modern day master, like an Alphonse Mucha kind of man. I can go on about him forever. So that's what we're playing for. This
Got
is
an autographed Adam Hughes book that could be going to some wonderful person here in our audience, or it could be going to Grace.
yeah.
So all you have to do, Grace, is answer this question correctly. Are you ready?
Never.
Like Josh said, it could be going to somebody wonderful or Grace. So, what was the first live? Oh, Josh, this is yours. I'm walking all over you. Sorry. I'm sorry. Like you said, blame me.
So, Grace, What was the first live-action Disney film to win an Oscar? It won for Best Actress, Original Song, Original Score, Visual Effects, and Editing.
Live
And
action.
happens to be one of the best movies of all time.
Is it Mary Poppins?
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
For bonus points.
Congratulations.
For what?
For bonus points that don't count for anything and have no prizes associated with them, what year did Mary Poppins come out?
Oh, what year did it come out? Oh. I don't know. Is it the 60s? Earlier? 61? I don't know.
You're close. Yes, it is in the early 60s, so you were very close. Other people are guessing. They're like, boom, boom, boom. Alan, live action movie, man. Snow White won the Academy Award, but not as live action. And as a matter of fact, Snow White had it won. When they did it, they did a special thing with 7 small little Oscars.
Oh, yeah.
7 dwarves, which was brilliant. And they don't do anything fun like that anymore.
Nope.
Which is sad. So, for our bonus Spider-Man question for the audience, we're going to cut to the not prize cam because the prize cam can never be replicated, duplicated. The original is the only one. This is an awesome prize. But, hang on, I have to deal with this. Alan Breedlove, take that back. I liked that movie when I was a kid. Nowhere near as good as Mary Poppins, and you know it. Although, yes, I can still sing all the songs from that. So, this amazing Spider-Man lunchbox, handcrafted, all of the interior stitching and everything is completely invisible. It's phenomenal, and it's insulated. So, it's a great thing to tote your lunch to work in, and everyone will be jealous of you. And this is for our bonus Spider-Man question to honor Christine's grandfather. This was something that she wanted to do as a special thing for our audience. So thank you guys for sticking around. And Jeremy, what is our bonus question for that awesome prize?
Our bonus question is what? Oh, wait, hold on. I want to make sure we say this right way. It was my understanding that this was just for the audience, right?
Correct.
Okay, well, for the audience, just being guys, for a second, Grace, we're gonna throw you backstage
because you're going to know this and you're going to have a hard time not just blurting it out.
Just in case, right? Okay. What unlikely longtime Spider-Man character served as Peter Parker's best man at his wedding to Mary Jane?
Repeat the question for everybody, if you would.
What unlikely longtime Spider-Man character served as Peter Parker's best man at his wedding to Mary Jane?
And do you know what issue he got married in, Jeremy?
I happen to know it exactly. It's not just because it's written in front of me. It is the Amazing Spider-Man Annual 21, written in 1987.
Correct.
We do.
And it had the variant covers. It had the Spider-Man in costume on the one, and then him as Peter Parker on the other. Because they didn't think people, in the general public would walk by and want to buy a Spider-Man comic, which is some random dude getting married on the front. Yeah. They already knew who it was.
Yeah.
So that was not a, let's create some stuff in the market with variant covers. It was a, we need to sell this book.
It's funny to think that variant covers came out of a time when there was a need for it. Where now it's like, hey, let's just make 18 variant covers every single issue.
4 variant covers.
Yeah.
But yes, we had a correct answer way up there. It looks
like right away.
First one.
Yeah.
Pops on and right out of the gate, winning a prize.
Yeah, absolutely. Did a great job here. It is not Norman Osborn. It is not Harry Osborn. Wasn't Doc Ock. It was Flash Thompson, Spider-Man's long-time bully.
Fresh News 24/7. We are just wrapping up, so apologies, but you can catch us on the rewatch after. But definitely at 7 o'clock Central Time every Thursday night, unless we decree otherwise, which we don't usually. We're going to bring Grace back on real quick because she has been an awesome guest. Thank you for
Grace,
being
would you ignore that?
our first California
I
guest.
Flash, yeah.
And look, it's Gypsy waving goodbye. Hey, Gypsy. What a sweet dog. She is, y'all. She's one of the nicest, sweetest dogs you could ever hope to meet.
This is pretty much every day, all the time.
Yeah, she's a snuggle bud.
Hey, quick shout out to the winners. Come pick your stuff up at Haven. We're gonna have it there. We're gonna have it there on Saturday, and we will hold it for you for 2 weeks. So, Grace, you won the stickers and pouch, the black cat variant. Grace, you also won. I'm gonna give you a sketch because of our little snafu.
She was robbed.
You won Smash Up and the Spider-Gwen sketch, and then you won the Catwoman signed by Adam Hughes issue.
Not a bad haul.
Yeah, you did great.
Not a bad haul at all.
Thank you, guys.
Hey, Zach, always good to see you, man.
Some other notables here. Travis Goodwin, you won a Spider-Man sketch. Ryan Williams, you won my comic and a Prowler drawing. Peter, you won an Iron Man variant and a Spider-Man sketch from me. Peter, you also won $25 to Haven Comics. Are we calling those Haven Pesos now? Haven ASOS?
Haven
That's what we're doing?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We'll see what stick. We'll call them loonies. That's
Loonies?
Loonies. In honor of Canada?
There you go.
Hey, Peter, I give because I love. So we also have Christine. I'm going to give you that Venom pencil sketch. I might spend another minute on it so you get something good. And then Supreme Power goes to Peter Lewis. The Spider-Man sketch that accompanied it, the profile, goes to Peter. And then Jason Edmonds popping on to win our grand prize tonight. It is a handcrafted lunchbox. Of all the things I would have ever thought someone to just make by hand, it wouldn't have been a lunchbox. This is cool to see.
Yeah, it's really cool. And if you inspect it while you still have it in your possession, it's really, really neat.
Yeah. It's a very cool product there.
I have to ask, Alan, since you're on here, what's your favorite song from Bed Knobs and Broomsticks? What's your favorite song? I want to know. And I also want to know if you can actually name a song from Bed Knobs. 20 seconds.
Quick, Google it.
I will say that Jeremy did give away Human Torch because of the face he made when I said it, but
I'm sorry. I am who I am. If I react, I react.
Oh, good. It's okay.
I want to throw something out there too. We talk about nerd cred a lot. What about nerd love? You don't have to know everything about these characters to love
No,
them.
you don't.
Hang on. God dang it. They're all moving because we keep getting new ones.
Oh, yeah?
Mike, you did. I just skipped you, but you're here on the list. Mike Wazalowski won Nightcrawler, which I'm sad to see go. I've had this in my possession since I drew it, and I actually really like looking at it, which is a rare thing for my own drawings. And then you won that Venom sketch, too.
So, Alan, would you be referring to Triguna McCoy's Tricorum Sadistii? Would that be the song that you're talking about? Substitute, she heavy locomotion. I have to say Portobello Road is a better song, but for sure. But yeah, it's lovely bobbing along at the bottom of the beautiful briny sea. Old. I'm 46, which is funny. It's like a bonus year for me because last year when I turned 45, I had already in my head flipped the calendar to 46. So I thought I was 46 the whole year until I was like, so it's my birthday and I'm 46 again.
Guess it's just such a good year. I do it twice.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, that was a couple weeks ago, but thank you. Appreciate it, guys.
Hey, Christine said she made a Mario lunchbox with reusable bags, and that might end up here too.
Nice.
Christine, do you ever make things for sale? Because you make some really cool things. So if you, if Haven can help you ever broadcast how cool the things you make are, or maybe sell them or whatever, just let us know because they're crazy cool.
Yeah, they absolutely are. Oh, well, happy birthday, Peter. I guess that you're still in the Capricorn area, or has that already flipped to the next one? I don't know.
He says all the zodiac signs are messed up because they threw out Ophiuchus anyway, right? So.
What's the name of the one they threw out?
Ophiuchus, I think.
I've never heard that. Huh.
I can remember. Somebody correct me in the comments.
It's okay. It's one of the zodiac signs built around Jupiter, or is it Saturn?
Exactly.
Getting corrected in the comments. Welcome to my life, Grace. Now you're in the hot seat with me.
Oh God. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in. And again, if you're watching this in the future, well done you. And thanks for sticking with us. We had a great time. Join us live if you want to come on and try to win some prizes, because the prize is already won by the time you're watching, if you're watching in the future. But then again, if you're watching in the future, you know who won them already. So that's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. Spoilers. Anyway, you guys have a great night. Thank y'all for tuning in. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Grace, you were awesome. You were by far the best guest we've ever had from California. So thank you guys for tuning in, and we will catch y'all next time.